Hey, everybody. I kind of tried to say hi before I came on. So I'm going to say hey to Miss Victoria and hey to Joanne C. of Joanne's Creations. So, y'all on? It looks, I can't tell. Okay, we are on. You've been stalking my YouTube. You ain't not stalking, huh? Well, thank you. I take that as a compliment. Welcome aboard. Dainty Diva, what you need to know is that going live on YouTube makes me very nervous. So every time I go live on YouTube, I am conquering a fear. Hi, Rosalind. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Heather. Hey, everybody. I like to start with the goal. I kind of tried to say hi to everybody, and I'll come back and try to do a better job of checking my chat. But I definitely, hey, Carol. Yes, okay. I like to start my lives with a goal so that we stay on track and make sure that we know what we're here to do. The goal for this live is to learn how to make a photo tile, okay? So the goal is to learn how to make a photo tile. If somebody comes in and they join us a few minutes late, make sure you let them know we are making a photo tile. Somebody can type that in the chat for me and we can stay on track. Now, a few months ago, I made a photo tile that looks like this. Hey, Shanita. Okay. All right. I like it. I like baby girl better, but Shanita, we're going to call you Shanita. A few months back, I made a photo tile like this with photos of my dog. Hey, Debbie. And when I did that, I enjoyed it, and there was a lot of interest in how I did it. And even though there's a tutorial, sometimes people learn better by seeing someone do it live and in real time. And the good thing about doing it this way is that you can always come back to it and see, the process and kind of follow along that way. Hey, Yasmin. Hey, Sherry. Yes, honey, Milo. Hey, Tracy. Yes, Dainty Diva is helping y'all out. She's telling you what the goal is. Thank you so much. All right, so this is what we're doing today, except we're not making a photo tile with Milo because we've already done that. Okay, and Milo is good. What we're doing tonight is we are getting ready for Valentine's Day. So we're making a photo tile like this. And I did one as to practice, and I just used photos of Peter and I. Yes, that's a great idea, Rosetta. Hey, Janice. Okay, and I did one like this in preparation for this tutorial, and I'm going to do this one again, but I'm going to make it different because I think I should have done a thinner offset. And so when I go through this process again with you tonight, I'm going to make it like this again, and I'm going to show you why I chose the photos that I chose, okay? All right, so we know what our goal is. We know where we're going with this, and you don't have to make for Valentine's Day. You love Milo. Everybody loves Milo. I was just playing with him before I came on, and if the girls come home before we finish, I'll have them bring Milo up here so he can say hi to y'all. All right, so now we know the goal. Let's go through the materials. The materials that I'll be using, I'm going to use my Cricut Maker. I thought that I would be using my Cricut Explore Air 2. You can do this from a Cricut Explore Air 2. I have done this from a Cricut Explore Air 2, but my Cricut Explore Air 2 started doing something saying JavaScript error, and it just kept doing it. Hey, Carmela. And I didn't want to keep messing with it, and I like to be ready. So I'm using my Cricut Maker. Okay. So, but you can do this from a Cricut Explore. This is the vinyl sticker paper that I'm using. Everything that I'm using in this tutorial tonight and everything that I used in the tutorial when I did the one on Milo is linked in the description box below the video. So if you ever have you're wondering, how do I know what material she's using? Every content creator lists their materials below the video. So whenever you see somebody making something, no matter who you're watching, they have a list of materials below the video. Okay. So below this video, this is the sticker paper that I'm using. I did a tutorial the other day where I said, be careful about like if you just say, you know, I don't want to use those links, Delonda. I just want to go on Amazon and click in my own. Hey, LaRonda. Hey, Kim. All right, good, Kim. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, Alicia. I hope I said hi to you. All right. If you don't want to click on the link that I provide and you just want to go to Amazon and find this exact paper, great. I'm fine with that. But make sure you're using the one that has this name on it, because there is one that looks very similar to this on Amazon. The packaging looks very similar. If you look at the reviews, in the reviews, it tells you that the ink doesn't always dry on that paper. It does not have good reviews. Hey, LaTorsha. Okay, so if you're not going to use the links that I provide, just make sure you're being careful about what you order and that you're getting the same thing. Okay, so this is the paper. I'm using one sheet of this paper. I'm using the Oracal 651, the transparent vinyl. I linked it in the description below. I'm using a glass tile that I purchased from Lowe's. Now this, on the shelf at Lowe's, it says that it's 4x8. It's not really 4x8. It's really 7.75 by 3.75. But if you find them at Lowe's and it says 4x8 on the shelf, it's the same one. Okay. Hey, Crafty Puerto Rican. Hey, Willie. Uh-oh, Miss Victoria, turn your sound up. Can everybody else hear me? All right. Hey, yes, you caught it live. Okay, so I put the SKU number for this tile down in the description box. This one costs, I want to say, about $2.39 at Lowe's. Okay, so if you want to try to get this exact same one, it was in the $2 range, and I bought them individually. I didn't buy a box. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody else hear me? Miss Victoria? Okay. Hey, Hazel. All right. So we got the paper, we got the tile, we got the Oracal. I'm using this ruler because I use it for everything, but I'm already telling you the size is 3.75 by 7.75. And you'll see when I'm making the design in Cricut Design Space what it looks like. I'm also going to use my scraper, my big scraper. I use this when I'm putting the Oracal on. It just helps me to smooth it out. And these little holders right here, because these work perfectly for any size tile. So if you saw in the picture, they were on these right here. And these things look so cheap and flimsy, but they do a good job of holding the glass tiles. Even the longer tiles. I made the longer one. I made this one the other day with our name on it, and those little plastic ones hold these big ones too. I also got these from Lowe's. I just put felt on the back of this because it had that rough look. So do it how you want to do it. You don't have to do it with felt. I've also made, I have another one that I made when I did the one for Mother's Day. Yes, please give it a thumbs up. When I did this one for Mother's Day, I didn't put felt on the back. And I also got these from Lowe's. This is, I want to say this is 3x12. Okay. All right. So we clear on materials. All right. How y'all feeling? All right. Give me some love now. I see 59 watching. How we doing on likes? Y'all take care of your girl now, because I told you I get super nervous. All right. Thank you, Hazel. All right, Jackie. Hey, Sandra. Oh, Sandra, I'm giving you a virtual hug. Hey, Arwanda. Okay. Y'all feeling good? I'm glad you are too, Hillary. Okay. Y'all feeling good? We ready to go on to Cricut Design Space. We've reviewed the goal. We reviewed the materials. Now we're heading on to Cricut Design Space. One thing about when I'm doing a live, I like to still follow the same process that I would do if it was a tutorial. The only difference is we get to kind of interact a little bit, right? Because you can chat and I can see what you're saying, and we can still follow that same process. Okay. All right. All right. 50 likes. We got 60. We got 60 watching. There's 10 of y'all that didn't give me a thumbs up. All right. Thank you, Sandra. Oh, thank you. Tanya Leah, I hope I said it right because my name is so important to me. LaRonda, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. Hey, Rosetta. Hi, Sana. Oh, it's so. Hey, Christiana. Oh, y'all know I get all emotional. I'll be crying in a minute. Okay, I'm going on the Cricut Design Space. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go to Cricut Design Space. But before I do that, let me change my view so that I can kind of see what y'all see when I'm seeing it. Okay. Let me see what y'all seeing. Okay, we're on Cricut Design Space. I am connected to my Cricut Maker. I'm on a blank screen. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Cricut Design Space took the grid option off. You used to be able to just click right here in the corner and turn the grid on and off, but they took that away. So I just went to my settings. So if you go here to settings, and you have the full grid, which is what we're used to seeing, or a partial grid or no grid. If you still want to have the option to change it, now you have to do it in here. Okay. I don't know if you even care about that, or if this is what a full grid looks like, what you're used to seeing. You used to be able to just change it right here, but they took that option away. And then this is what a partial grid looks like. So you have those 1-inch squares. And then this is what, of course, no grid looks like. It's just a blank screen. So it just depends on what you want it to look like when you're crafting. One other tip I'll show you just as a bonus freebie for joining me tonight. You don't have to keep your canvas white. A lot of people don't know that, but you don't. So like right now, my canvas is white. If I wanted to change my canvas to purple, I could craft in purple, honey. I could craft in orange. I could craft in green. I could craft in gray. I could craft however I want to. Now, I personally just like to keep mine white, but just wanted you to know that. Okay. All right. So we are going to get started. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Thought it was just me. Christiana. What was the 651? It's linked below. It is Oracal. It's the clear, transparent vinyl. Okay. Yes. Okay, Hillary. Good. Okay. All of the links, this exact one is linked below. Y'all doing good? Oh yeah, I do that too. I would turn it off so that I could, get a PNG. I do that too. All right, I'm going back to Cricut Design Space. So now remember, I said the size of this tile is 3.75 by 7.75. So the first thing I'll do is get a template from my shapes tool and make it match the size of this tile. So I'll go to shapes, I'll grab a rectangle, and I'm just going to unlock it so that I can change it how I want to. So I'm going to change the shape, I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to go to my width, and I'm going to change the width to 7.75. I'm going to change the height to 3.75. Now, I'm also going to change the color of this tile to white because the tile that I'm using is white. Okay. All right. So now remember, I'm not going to print this. This is just considered as my what? What is this considered as? Type it in the chat if you know. This is considered as my, this tile is my, what is this tile? What is this tile? What is this tile? Anybody know? I've been saying it since heck was a pup. It's my template or it's my workspace, right? I know that my design should not be bigger than 7.75 by 3.75. Excellent. Excellent. Y'all been listening. Okay, so now I told you that I was going to use the word love because I'm making this for Valentine's Day for Peter and I. And when you're doing something like this, one thing I want you to notice is even on this one, my letters are quite big. I wouldn't use a thin font. I want to use something that's big and bold so that I can fit pictures in there that will fit and you'll still be able to see our faces. Even when I did the Milo tile, I used, big, bold letters so that you can still see his face no matter what the letter is. Even on that I, you still see his face, okay? So the text options, well, the text that I'm going to be using is one that's called Impact, okay? And I'm not sure if it's a default text, if it's already in there, but if it's not, I suggest looking it up or, downloading it from thefont.com, okay? So I'm going to type in Impact, that's the font that I'm using, and I'm going to turn on my caps lock. I'm going to type the word love, okay? Now, right now, Impact, okay, it's just regular Impact. Let me look at another font. There's another one that's kind of bold. Let me go back to my text and see if Made Tommy is here. And type love. Okay, so this is Made Tommy right here. This bottom one is not as bold as I want it to be, so it's not one that I would use. If you are a Cricut Access member, you could always look through the other files, other font choices they have, and see if you find something even more bold than Impact. But the one that I'm using for this tutorial is Impact, okay? So then what I'm going to do is just put it all the way in this top corner right here, and then just stretch it so that it, fills up my whole block. And then I'll even unlock it and bring it down. I want these letters to fill up this whole block. Okay. All right. Somebody type in the name of the text. Type in the name of the font that I used. All right. Saraya, I hope I said your name right. Okay. Type in the name of that font so we can all be on the same page and nobody will be saying, what font did she use? Which one was it? What was the name of the font? Impact. Yes, yes, Hillary. Yes, Tonalia. Yes, 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 Latorsha. Okay. And if you know of one that's bigger or bolder, and you might say, I don't want to use Impact. I want to use one it's like Charisse. Oh, okay. I would have never guessed that, but I got it. Okay. We got it. Okay. I'm going back to Cricut Design Space. So now that I have the font that I like and I have it stretched out, what I'm going to do is I am going to select my text and I'll just duplicate it just in case, anything happens. That's a good habit to get into because, you don't want to have to keep going back and right? So if you have an extra one off to the side, that's good. I'm going to bring the view down a little bit on my screen because, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I like to be able to see my whole screen. Sometimes I'll bring it down to 75. Sometimes I'll bring it down to 50%, just depending on what I'm making. Okay, so now that I have my text, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to ungroup it because I want to be able to access every single letter individually. After I do that, what I did is I started to look at photos of Peter and I was trying to find photos that would fit well into each of these letters and still show our names. So I'm going to go to upload and I already have my photos in here. Okay. And so let's start to look at them. So let's look at this one first. It's going to come in kind of big. This was our last anniversary. We were getting ready to go out to dinner. I'm just bringing it down a little bit. Now, looking at my letters and looking at this photo, which letter do you think would fit best with this photo? Not so sure. Okay. What I chose was the letter L, and I might be moving faster than you can type. But what I did is I chose the letter L. I arranged it to send the photo to the front, and I put it on top like this. And I just started to resize the photo so that it was behind the L, still showing, most of us. I don't care if Peter is cut off. I can't be cut off. Just joking, but not. Okay. So I did it like this. Just continue to do that. And once I felt like I had everything covered, so we're behind that L. Now remember, and somebody might want to type this in, I didn't resize the letters because the letters are the exact size I want them to be. I'm not resizing the letters. I'm only resizing the picture to fit behind the letter. So I'm going to select this whole thing and I'm going to slice it. Okay. So now I have this picture of us in the letter L. Okay. So I can move this L over and I can delete this. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my O. And let me check on y'all. How y'all doing? Good. Look at y'all knowing L. All right. Somebody said V. Somebody said E. All right. Look at, hi, Jamonica. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hey, Paula D. All right, Theodore. Y'all are on it. Nora, you on it too. All right, everybody, y'all are on it. Y'all are on it. Resize the image, not the letter. Exactly. Because I want to stop sharing for 1 second and show y'all my face. This is the face I make when people say, I followed your directions exactly and mine didn't come out like that. When I see that come across my screen, I'll be looking like this. Nah. Nah. You couldn't have. Because mine didn't come out like that. So when y'all tell me that, like I followed your directions and mine, nah, you didn't do what I did. Okay, I'm going back. See how y'all made me get off track? You made me get off track. Okay, now I'm on O, right? So I am going to upload a picture that would fit well in that O and still show both of us. What I have to take into consideration is there is a space in this O. So I might find something where we're not standing so close together, where there's a little bit of space in between us, or, you know, I'm still looking for a way for both of our faces to show in the photo so that I'm not worried about having anybody cut off. So I'm going to look at my pictures. Okay. So let's say, for example, I tried this one right here. I'm gonna click add to canvas. This is when I had my little Afro puff. Okay, look at that gray. Y'all pray for me. Pray for my gray. Okay. So I just resize the picture. I'm bringing it down and I'm gonna put this O. What I'm gonna do is send it to the front. Okay, and I'm just gonna resize the picture to see if I can get us in there. And if I can't get both of us in there comfortably, then that's not the right picture. So this one looks okay. Let me see if I make it bigger. I'm not feeling it. But let me just see what it looks like. Let me slice it and see. That actually doesn't look bad. I actually kind of like it. Okay, so I think I am going to go with that because you can still see both of our faces pretty good. I didn't resize the O, so now I have the L and the O. Okay, so now I'm going to do the V, and I can move this L and this O over. For this V, I'm going to look for something where we're probably standing up, right? And maybe not full, maybe full body, but let's see. So at first I thought about this one. And I don't know why I didn't use this one, but let me look at it really good. It's going to come in big. Let me just resize it to 10. Oh, no. Let me undo that. Let me undo that. Scroll over. I'm going to check my chat in a minute. I'm going to check my chat in a minute. You can bring it down. Keep bringing it down. Now, this V might work. Let me see. Got to send the V to the front. Look, that V might work. That V might work. It depends on how much of my hair is cut off. Let me see. So I'm going to slice it. I like it. Look at me finding new pictures to like and to add. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have my L, my O, my V. Now I'm going to check my E. The E, when I did this earlier, was a little bit harder because, you know, do I want our faces to be at the top? Do I want it to be at the middle? Like, how am I going to figure that out? So let me check my chat and see how y'all doing. All right. Use this one in the, you thought so? You thought for the O, Nor? You like the V? I like the V. You're in Haiti. All right, St. Louis. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going back. I'm going to do my E. I really had a hard time trying to figure out which one to use for the E, but I think this was the one I used. So this was maybe a year ago. I think we were getting ready to go to dinner or something. Y'all, we date. We still date. Even though I Cricut a lot, we date a lot. Okay. So what I did was I just kept bringing this one down, and you know, I think I cut his face off a little bit, but I think I'm doing even better this time. I think this one is good. Let me slice it. All right. That's still good. We can go with it. We can roll with it. So now I don't need this anymore, right? This was just my extra. I can delete this. Now what I'm going to do is put these letters back up here, back in this box, because the box is my template or my workspace, right? And I'm just moving it with my mouse. And what I'll do, let me get them all back in there. Hopefully I'm helping you guys. Hopefully you're learning something. Okay, then I'm going to select the whole thing, the letters and the box, and I am going to align it, and I'm going to distribute them vertically. Okay, say distribute vertically. Okay, so that just makes sure that there's not a whole bunch of space in between one letter and then a little bit of space in between the other letters, that they're kind of evenly distributed, right? And when I look at it, if I don't like the way they're distributed, I can still change it. I can look at this and I can say, you know what? I don't like the way they're distributed. I can click on each letter because they are still ungrouped, and I can move them the way I want to. Okay. And then after I distribute them vertically, the next thing I'm going to do is, I think I centered them horizontally. Oh no, that's a lie. Just kidding. Let me click on them again. Center them vertically. Yeah. Okay. I centered them vertically because I didn't want them to be too, close to the bottom or too close to the top. Okay. And then the last thing I did, the very last thing I did was I added an offset to the back. If I'm going, let me check my chat and see if I'm going too fast. Hey, Dimps. Am I going too fast? Did I do anything too fast? Y'all good? Okay, 76 viewing. How we doing on the likes? Nora said it looked good. Thank you, distribute. Okay, we're not going too fast. Okay, good. I'm going back. Thank you, Tracy. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna select the I'm going to move the rectangle in the back because I don't want to offset on that. I just want to offset on the letters. So what I do is I just hide that back template, the rectangle that's just my template. I hide that, and then I select the letters, and then I do an offset. So the offset, the automatic default for the offset is 0.25. Let me cancel this for 1 second because I want you to be able to see what that looks like. I'm gonna move it over here so you can see what happens when I do the offset. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and click offset. So you see how big that offset is? To me, it's a little bit too thick. I still want the letters to all be connected because it was phenomenal to be able to pick all of those letters up at one time and not have to try to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I didn't have to use any transfer tape by doing it this way. But that offset is way too thick. So what I'm going to do is just use this little slider right here and bring it down. So you see the offset is getting closer to the letters. Okay, I like it like this. Let me see. So right now it's on 0.167. Let me click apply and see if I like it. Tell me what y'all think about that. You think it's still too thick? You think we need to, bring it down a little bit? How y'all feeling about that thick offset? Hey, May. No offset from an iPad. Yes. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Andrea. Y'all like that offset, or you think I need to make it a little thinner? You love it, Jamonica? You like it, Janice? Patrice, you like it? Loranda? Okay. Somebody says it's a little thick. Let me look at it again. I kind of think it's a little thick because when I did this one, I felt like it was, a little thick. Let me look at it one more time and see if we can just change it a little bit. So I'm going to go to undo. I'm going to click it again. And you know what? One of the fantastic things I love about offset is that it doesn't have to be black. Once I finish this offset, y'all know I might change that thing to red. You know how much I love red. What? I love red. I just do. I can't help myself. Okay, so let me go back. So it's on 0.167. We're going to see what it looks like to bring it down. Let it come in first. Let me see. Let me go down to, ooh, that's at 0.139. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like that. I like it. I like that. So let me show you how to change the color of the offset. See right here where it says slice result offset, it's still selected. So I can change the color of it if I want to. I can change it to purple. I can change it to blue. I can change it to red. I can pretty much change it to whatever I want to change it to. I like red. I do. I can't help myself. I could do green. Let me look at all these. I like gray. That gray looks nice. Ugh, that's not so good. I like purple too. What are y'all thinking about? Oh, no. No. Stick with black. What y'all think? Black? Try gray. Green is pretty. What y'all think? You think red? Y'all, you like red? Hillary, I'm hugging you from right over here. Brighter red, Sherry. Let me go back. That red or, woo, that one is kind of scary a little bit. Let me see. I actually like this gray. I just think it might look a little maybe dull. I like that too. I think this dark gray. I think I'm going to go with the dark gray, y'all. I kind of like that. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to just move these. I'm actually finished with these. I can do whatever I want to do with them. At this point, my reminder, I wrote them, I made a note for myself to remind you to save. So I'm going to save this as love tile. Okay, just in case Cricut Design Space decides, you know what, you're not making that. You're done. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do. Because see this piece right here in the middle, in between our name, I don't want that gray piece right there. So what I want to do is grab let me see. I think I'm just going to grab this oval and I am going to unlock it. And I'm going to, make it as thin as I can. And I'm going to rotate it. Let me flatten this first. So now it's just one picture. I'm going to put that on top as best I can. Let me change the color of it so I can see it. Let me send it to the front. And I'm going to get rid of that because I don't like it. Now, I might not be able to get rid of the whole thing, but I'm going to get rid of most of it. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to just select over this. Oh, wait. There is always more than one way to do what? Skin a cat. It won't let me. It's not going to let me do it. Oh, wait. That's okay. Undo, undo, undo. And I'll still put that right back on top. Let me see, is that good enough? That's good enough. So what I'll do is select that oval, and I'm going to hold my shift key, and I'm going to select the offset, and then I'm going to slice it because I want to slice that little piece out. So I don't have a filled in love, it's sliced out. So then I can put my letters back on top. Did I lose y'all? I didn't see a way to contour it, LaTorsha. I didn't see it. I didn't see that it let me contour it. Let me go back because I was thinking to do that at first. Somebody asked me that earlier today, like, do you ever contour so you don't get those? No. Okay, let me try it again. See, if I click on this, contour is not, it doesn't give me the option to do that. So my best way in this case to do it is to slice it out like that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to hold my shift key and I'm going to hold that love. See, contour doesn't come up. And I'm going to slice it. And then I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to send that love to the back. There I go. And then let me select that and just delete it. And let me ungroup it. Let me see. I want to make sure my letters stay in place. Okay, I'm going to have to just move them all. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. And I will try to get them back in the exact spot. And I'm going to delete this. I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to select over that and align it. Let me see. I don't know if it's going to do it. What else should I do? What should no? Well, yeah, that looks good. Hi. Can you get Milo right quick so he can say hi to the people? Okay, so I like the way this looks. I prefer to not have that gray covered in. So now I have it exactly how I want it. I'm going to flatten it. And then I don't know if you noticed, but my sizing changed. So remember, originally the width was 7.75. So I need to still make sure that my design is going to be 7.75 by 3.75. Sometimes when you're making something and you get to playing with it, especially since I've added an offset, it made my design a little bit bigger. So be careful about that. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to unlock it. And I'm going to change it back to 7.75. And my height is 3.75. Okay, so now this is exactly what I want. I'm finished with this right here. I'm just group this and hide it. All right. And this is flattened. I'm ready to click make it. Let me save it just in case Cricut Design Space be like, you know what? You're not getting ready to do that. Okay, I'm going to click make it, and then I'm going to come check my chat. How y'all doing? My camera looks blurry. Uh-oh. My camera looks blurry, Yasmin? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Still with you. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. Yasmin, let me get a little tissue or something. Let me see if I can. Your camera look blurry. Okay. Let me let Milo say hi to y'all right quick before we go on. Y'all see Milo? You see the people? Say hi to the people. You say hi to the people? Yeah. You're being good. You're being super good. Okay. He's being good. All right. Milo said hey to y'all. Okay, I'm going back. Going back to Cricut Design Space. So now I have this screen. I am going to do a what? Print, then cut. So that means I'm going to take out my paper and I am going to send that to my printer. This is not sublimation. Somebody type that in. This is not sublimation. This is not sublimation. I am doing print, then cut. This is just regular printable sticker paper. Now, let me tell y'all why I use this one. He's cute. Okay. Let me tell you the reason why I use this paper. Now, I used to swear by, and I'm not even joking when I say this. I used to swear by the Paper Studio brand of printable vinyl from Hobby Lobby. I love that paper and I still think it's excellent quality. If you print something from that paper, you're going to get an excellent print. The only problem I had with that paper is that it was just too thick. So once I found out about this paper, I just started using it. This paper is very, very thin. It's super thin. Okay. This is one sheet. Is super thin. I'm going to put one sheet. My next tip that I would tell you when you're printing, you're doing print then cut. This is what I do. This is what I do, Delonda. I only put one sheet of paper in my printer at a time. I don't take all of this paper out of the package and then put it in my printer. I put one sheet at a time. So even if I'm printing 10 things, I'm gonna load it 10 times because I don't want it to catch two sheets and print on half and print on the other half. I only print one sheet at a time. So that's a bonus tip that y'all did not ask me for. So I'm gonna put this on my printer. My printer is down here on this bottom shelf of my table. Okay. And let me go back to Design Space. So I'm going to click continue. I'm going to click send to printer. Okay. My Canon MX470. This is not a sublimation printer. I couldn't convert it if I wanted to. I'm going to turn on use system dialog. I keep on add bleed. You don't have to do that. I personally prefer to do that. And then I'm going to click print. Then my printer options will come up. Okay. Canon MX470. I click preferences. I keep it on standard right here. Media type. I choose glossy. I choose photo paper, glossy photo paper. For print quality, I choose high. I'm going to click OK. Then I click print. Now, a lot of people ask me, they'll say, Delonda, I have a HP, printer. What settings should I use? I don't know because I only have a Canon MX470 and I really cannot advise you on any other printer. So it's going through the printer right now. And I'm going to show it to you when it comes out. Is there a link to what? Let me come back. You can't see what? The paper? Let me stop sharing for 1 second. This paper? Yes, one sheet fee. This is linked below the video. And it's on my Amazon storefront. So if you've ever looked at my Amazon storefront, I have like a list of my favorite things, the things that I cannot craft without. This is in there. Okay, I only use this paper when I'm doing print, then cut. It's the same paper that I use for all of my stickers. It's the same paper that I use for my keychains. This paper right here. Hey, Kimmy, somebody tell Kimmy what we're working on. All right, we got 95 viewing. We got 95 likes, 96. Do y'all know I've never had 100 viewing at a time? Never. So that's a little goal for myself. Yes, we are making a love tile, a photo tile. Somebody said they're going to do this for graduation. I think that's a great idea. I don't think I would have thought of that. That's a great idea. Maybe use one of the longer ones. Thank you, Hillary. What's your question, Christiana? Christiana, what's your question? Hey, EJ's daughter. So it's still printing. If you don't, when you save your item to buy later, as soon as you click purchase, they do is when you give them your money, that's when they do it. Yes. Yes. This is so cute. OMG. OMG. Yo, it's so cute. Okay, I have it printed out. Okay, I'm going back to Cricut Design Space because I still want to show you something. I have 109 likes. Look at God. Okay, I'm going to share it. So now I have mine printed. I do this. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the way that works for me. Even though this is printable sticker paper, I, Delonda, still use the cut setting for cardstock for intricate cuts. The reason why I do that is because my Cricut cutting machine is going to go around each thing, each letter, each cut line twice, and I want it to go around it twice. That's just what I do. You can choose printable sticker paper and see, if you like it that way. But I, Delonda, I personally choose this cut setting right here, cardstock for intricate cuts. That's what I do. Okay. So now I'm going to load this on my cutting mat the same way that it is on my screen. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing right here. I'm going to go back. Okay. Hey, from California. All right. Is the ink expensive? No. And it lasts a long time. It's not expensive at all. And even though that printer is old, it is old. This paper it helps me get good prints. I really do feel like it's the paper. The printer is, I'm not going to get a new printer anytime soon. Like that printer would literally have to say, Delonda, I'm done. He'd be like, you know what, Delonda, I'm out of here. That's when I would, hey, Charnette. Okay, trustee. Okay, she has a title. You better be having a title up in there. Okay. All right. So, hey, Vanessa. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to turn on my other camera so you can see. And my camera is kind of crooked, but hopefully y'all just bear with me. All right. So I have my paper on my mat in the same direction that it was in Cricut Design Space. Remember how it looked there? That's exactly how it should look here. It should match. So whatever the direction was there should be the direction here. So now I have it, down. I'm going to load my mat into my Cricut maker. I'm going to hit that load button. Thank you, Hillary. So now I am going to go ahead and press my C and, let it go through and do what it's going to do. Hey, Doris from Alabama. Can y'all see it well? I know it's a little bit crooked. Hey, Debbie. Debbie, hashtag replay from Livonia. I know it's cold. Debbie. So it's just scanning. It's scanning and it's, reading these black lines around the image. Those are called your registration marks. So my Cricut is reading my registration marks and it's going to cut. First thing it did was cut out that little centerpiece. You missed the first part. That's all right. It's going to be up for your viewing pleasure. Is 8.5 the only size? Yes. Yes, Myrna. Excellent question. So remember, I said I choose cardstock for intricate cuts because I want my cut lines to go around twice. Thank you, Hillary. I want my cut lines to go around twice. You don't have to do that. You can choose printable sticker paper. You can choose printable vinyl. It'll give you the same results pretty much. Okay. And it's cutting the inside pieces. It's not bothering me at all. Uh-oh. All right. How we doing, machine? Cooperate with your friends over here. Okay, so now I'm good. By the way, question just about Cricut Air. Cricut Air 2. Oh, sustenance. I've never. You see 114 likes, EJ's daughter? Just bought Cricut Air Original. The Cricut Air Original has less options than the Air 2 and 3. Is there a difference? I only have the Cricut Air 2. I'm not familiar with the Cricut Air Original. There might be some people in here who have the original. I don't have that one. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you more, be of more assistance. So now I'm positive it cut, right? Y'all see that it cut. I'm going to go ahead and unload it. It actually cut a lot. Okay. Y'all see that? Now I'm going to close this and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get this from my mat, because I'm not going to do it in the traditional way that you probably think I was going to do it. All right, I'm just moving my maker back. That just sounds so funny every time I say it, because it's not my maker. So, all right, so I'm going to pay attention. Instead of removing this whole thing from the mat, I'm only going to remove the outer piece from the mat. Now, I did not do it this way when I did this tutorial a while ago because I didn't know better and I was still learning how to use my Cricut. Okay, so I'm going to leave everything else on the mat. You see what I'm doing? I'm peeling it away. I'm peeling the rest of the paper away from the mat. Okay, so I normally don't do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take out everything that I don't want on my tile, even that little piece that's in the middle. Okay, so I'm taking that off. And now, here's the beauty of it. I'm going to get my tile. Not that one. Get my plain tile. All right, y'all come in when you join. If you're just joining, please hit that like button. You didn't see the beginning. Is there a why where we can come back? It'll be up. Yes, Debbie, the video stays up. Okay, so now I have my blank tile, right? What I'm going to do is just take this up, just find a little corner, and you can use a weeding tool if you have to. The good thing about having that offset is that it connects all the letters. So I'm going to pick all of this up at one time. So I have one whole sticker. Can y'all see that? I have one whole sticker. Yes, yes. I can't wait to see y'all do this. I cannot wait to see y'all do this because I know you can do it. And I'm already excited. Okay. And then you're just going to carefully place it. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Carefully place it on the tile. This is where I say be careful, because once you stick it down, it's down. Okay. So now I don't just stop there. I also cover mine with the Oracal. You do not have to do this part. This part, the Oracal, is optional. So this is the Oracal that I was referring to. This Oracal transparent vinyl. This part is completely optional. However, I like to use it because I like the gloss that it gives my tile. And I know that my photo will be protected, right? So I'm just going to peel a little piece back from the, never good at this, never. Peel a little piece back. And I only peel a little piece back at a time, right? So just a tiny bit to get me started, right? So then I put it down like this, just like right at the corner. Can y'all see that? And then I just start to pull it back. I pull it back, small bits at a time, and I'm scraping as I go. So I'm pulling back and I'm scraping. And then I'm pulling back more and I'm scraping. More. Scrape. More. Oh, I love this. Then I just go over it, really good. If there's any pieces that are like overlap, you can either use your knife to cut them off, or you can, push it down and let it just kind of go over the edge. It's not going to ruin it. Okay. And that's it. So that's the finished product. And here is the little, little holder. And I told you these things just work perfect. So I don't know if that's crooked, but hopefully you can see it. Y'all see that? Okay. It's okay if you came in late, Bailey. It's okay. All right. All right. I'm going to remove that. And this is the finished product. And I'm in love with it. Okay. And I did, I showed you look, so I know I need to either trim this off, like with my knife, or kind of like push it down so that there is no overlap. But I love the way it turned out. And you can do this. Thank you, guys. All right. Type in the comments something you learned. Type something you learned tonight. Something that you did not already know. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Tracy. I made it look easy because I'm not going to say it's easy, but you can do it. You can do it. Y'all can do this. Y'all can do it. Y'all can do this. And look, we did it in less than 1 hour. And that was with all the talking and everything. That was less than an hour. So all right, 100 views, baby. Yes, thank you. Yes, and you got a finished product. You learned how to do a tile into a picture. The Oracle is a game changer. Yes, 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 it is. Thank you, Paula D. Thank you, Louise. Okay, so I'm not going to hold you. I am very proud that we did that in less than an hour. Did we accomplish our goal? The goal was to make a photo tile. Did we accomplish that? How to pick the letters, how to turn your grid off. All right, Estrelita. Oh, thank you so much. You know, Estrelita, last night I was in I was on live in my Facebook group, and we were just kind of talking about like, okay, you love the tip about the grid. All right. We were talking about the growth of the channel and how people are finding the channel. And honestly, you know, I don't know. So Estrelita, can you tell me how you found this channel? Can you give us some insight? Because the channel is growing fast. It's growing very fast. And I kind of just want to know how we kind of think is YouTube recommendations, but we don't know. Thank you, Patrice. We got that goal accomplished. All right, Fee. I'll take it. You missed it, Charnette. That's okay. Replay. It's only 1 hour. It's 1 hour of your life that will be valuable because you can learn how to do this and you can do it. It was in your recommendations. Okay, so we were right. YouTube is recommending the channel. That's how it's growing. It's growing very fast. And I'm thankful. But somebody asked me, like, how is your channel growing so fast? And I was like, I don't know. Okay, just look at easy Cricut products. Okay. Look at YouTube recommending me. Thank you, YouTube. Y'all doing YouTube scrolling. Okay. You learn how to slice. Look, if you learn one thing, then we accomplished something. I am going to do a public service announcement and I'm going to get off of here. If you are ever, and this has nothing to do with YouTube. This has nothing to do with Cricut. It has nothing to do with crafting, but I'm going to say it. If you are ever involved in a road rage situation, if somebody is trying to cut you off, if somebody is in a rush and they want to go ahead of you, just let them go. Please. Your life is not worth it for an unknown person who you will probably never see again. If you are ever involved in a situation where somebody is going too fast and they want to go around you because you are going slow, just let them have it. Let them go ahead of you. People are losing their lives every day over road rage, which is the craziest thing. But I just have to say that. It's on my heart, and I had to say it. I always just assume that they have to use the bathroom. Like they must be in a rush. They must have to use the bathroom. So if you just say that in your mind, they're in a rush because they have to use the bathroom. Even though I put my blinker on, they're not going to let me go ahead of them. They must have to use the bathroom. Just tell yourself that. And then just let them go, okay? Life is short and you don't want to lose your life about I'm telling you, you don't even know these people. So if you're ever in that situation, just let them go. Just let them go ahead. I'm never in road rage. Never. Because I'm going to be late anyway. Like, you know what? I was already late. So you just helped me. Like, it's going to be another 10 minutes. Okay, you just say someone's having a baby. I just always say they must have to use the bathroom. That's what I tell myself. Oh, okay, they must have to use the bathroom. Then it doesn't bother me. But I like you don't have to give them the, right finger fellowship. You don't have to give them any fingers. No fingers. None. You can just be like, hi. You don't even have to do that. Just straight ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road. Keep your hands at 10 and 2. You don't have to give them any of your fingers, especially if you're just going to give them one. Don't give them any. Just let them go on with their business. You go on with your business and everybody will do what? Arrive alive. Okay? I am going to get off of here. I have enjoyed spending time with you. I thank you so much for spending time with me. I do not take that lightly. I do not take it lightly. So thank you for joining me. I hope you learned something. And if you did, then my job here is done. Okay? Until next time. Bye, y'all.